Hello and welcome to Topham Chats, the show where I chat to various members of the Rooster Teeth community. This week, my guest is Elle. Hey Elle, how's it going?
Woo! It's me. Hi.
Excellent. Are you well?
I am fabulous.
Excellent. Good to hear.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Excellent.
You're pretty happy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm always happy. I'm always excited. There's always things going on. So yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Let's start with the question I always start with. Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a difficult question. Everyone says that, but no one checks out like the first 2 minutes of any episode I've done.
Wow. Okay. Right. I'm gonna say. Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to say Achievement Hunter because I watch more of their content, but that doesn't mean that I don't watch a lot of the Rooster Teeth content either. I tend to watch both equally.
Yep.
But I don't know, there's some arty shows where I just like skip over them sometimes. Like I don't watch like fails of the week sometimes and stuff like that. Like it can just be skipped over. Whereas I tend to watch all of the Achievement Hunter content that they produce.
First
don't know
of the
why.
week is Achievement Hunter. It's on the Rooster Teeth channel, but not the Let's Play channel. But yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Oh well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Totally. So then, leading on
Like
from that,
I watch
ahead.
everything on the Achievement Hunter channel. But
Okay.
like I don't know, like I don't really watch I watch How To a lot because they're quite like Let's Players, but at the same time, if it's a game that I'm not really bothered with, I won't watch it. Whereas when it's a Let's Play, I'll watch it, even if I'm not bothered with the game.
Fair enough.
So
Cool.
that's how I differentiate.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask then was when you go onto the website, do you go onto achievementhunter.com or roosterteeth.com? So is your website green or is your website red?
It depends. If I'm on my phone, my website's green. If I'm on the laptop, then my website's red.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's interesting. Cool. So, how did you discover Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter? Which was the first video that you saw? And yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. I first discovered it when I was in year 8. So, how many years ago was that?
I don't know because I don't know what year you're in now.
Oh, well, I'm meant to be in uni, but I'm not. So.
Okay, so it's 6 years ago.
Yeah, 6 years ago. That sounds right. So, a lot of the boys in my class watched Red versus Blue, and they all played Halo and stuff. But I didn't have my Xbox yet, so I just like watched it with them. But I didn't really know what was going on because I didn't really know anything about Halo. I just thought it was funny. So when I got my Xbox, I started playing Halo, and that's when I actually started watching it. But a lad that I was seeing, he introduced me to the Rage Quit that Michael did.
Yeah.
And then he like said like, you know, oh, they play trials and that. But I had no idea that was Achievement Hunter and it wasn't like, you know, it was linked to Red versus Blue. I didn't know that. I didn't connect the two of them. I had no idea. I just watched it on YouTube. I didn't know that it was like a big thing or anything like that. So when he showed me and I was just like, oh, this is cool. This is good. And then he was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, hang on. Red versus Blue. And then he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I've seen that show. And then he was like, yeah, they're all to do with the same thing. And then that's when I started watching more of it. I started watching all the Minecraft Let's Plays and stuff, and it was good.
Oh, cool. How long ago was that?
I'm gonna say that was about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something like that.
Okay, cool. And how did you go from being like, oh, this content is awesome, to being like, oh, there's a community site, and I will jump straight into it?
Well, I didn't jump straight into it because basically he was like, oh, this is my thing and all that. So I didn't want to be like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna join the community site then because like it was like his thing. But then we stopped seeing each other, and I thought, you know what, I love this. I'm gonna join the community. So I did, and that's where I am now.
Okay, cool. So it was just like, oh, I actually do want to really join in. So you
It's
did.
the same. Yeah, it's the same with like the Internet Box podcast.
Yep.
I had no idea that they were all related. Like, I just didn't click for ages, and then I was like, until they started talking about Rooster Teeth and stuff on it, and I was like, oh, these people, I get it.
Okay, so someone must have introduced you to that, right?
Yeah.
Because internet box isn't something that people just find.
No, someone introduced me to it.
Okay, that makes far more sense than you just happening across internet box.
No, I definitely didn't happen across it. Someone introduced me to it.
Cool. So, since you joined the community, what have you been doing around the community, and what kind of things do you look for when you're like reaching out and commenting on things and having fun around the community site?
Well, I don't know. Like, when I first joined, I didn't really do anything at all because I didn't really know what it was all about or anything like that. And then, like, I finally, like, found, like, me bearings on it and, like, knew what it was about and stuff like that. And then I decided, like, I wanted to be, like, a more active member and stuff like that. So my aims at the beginning of the year, because I've been on the site a year now, were to start a podcast and just like become more active and get like myself like, well, not get myself known, but like get to know other people in the community and like actually like make friends with them and stuff, which I feel like I have done, so I'm happy with that. I joined a lot of groups at the beginning, like I joined every night game night, and I joined good guy gamers as well.
Yay.
So I just I just put out like a lot of journals saying like, oh, I want to play games and stuff like that, and everyone was like, oh, well, there's groups for that, and then pointed me in the right direction. And like whenever I wanted to play a game, I just looked at the site and seen if anyone like was doing anything that night, and then it all escalated from there.
Yeah, cool. That's how I was like. I saw you just post a few journals. I was like, let's play games. So we just played some Halo 4, had some fun, and did we play any other games? We played GTA 5 as well, didn't we?
Yeah, when we did those races.
Oh yeah, with Harrison. Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was crazy times. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to just like, oh, I want to do something tonight, so I'll just play games and just like.
Yeah, you're definitely like the go-to person if I feel like playing Halo, because you're always up for playing Halo.
Always
so you're just
up
like,
for
I'll
playing
play Halo.
Yeah.
I'll play Halo.
Do you have the Master Chief collection?
Not yet, because it's Christmas, isn't it? So, but I'm getting like I'm getting double pay. I'm getting double pay over Christmas, and then I'll be able to buy it for myself. Yeah.
Excellent. Then we can play through all the Halo games. I've only just started playing through the first Halo, so I'm just like, this is pretty cool. I've only played Halo 3 and Halo 4, so like I'm just
I've only played those.
I better play Halo 1 and 2, but
I haven't even played Reach. And everyone's like, what? And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
It was free! It was free on Gold! Did you at
least
download it?
I can't remember. I remember going to, but whether I actually did or not, that is a different question.
Everyone's like, yeah, Reach is amazing. And I'm like, I've definitely got it on my console, but I haven't played it. So I'm just like, And now I've like migrated up to the Xbox One. I'm just like, I don't know if I'll go back to it. And I really should, because everyone's like, it's pretty good. Like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, you mentioned your podcast.
Yeah.
How did that get started, and who do you work on it with?
Well, it's got started because one of my goals, as I said earlier, was to start a podcast. And there's a group that I play with called Game Night Every Night on the site. You should go join it if you want to play games on a Saturday night, because you're a cool kid like me. And well, basically, I just said to them, like, I want to start a podcast, and they were like, okay, cool, have you got any ideas? And I was like, no. So it just started with, does anyone want to start a podcast with me? Please raise your hand. And then like they said, oh yeah, I'll do it. So that's Minty Kiwi on the site. It's Lord Talon M on the site, and Xavier Nova on the site. And we all just do a podcast called the Mini Group Podcast. Pretty good. It's fun. I love just talking about stuff. And my best friend at the moment, she listens to it. And she loves it, basically because they're all American. And she loves their accents. And I'm like, well, thanks, And then she's
thanks
like,
for supporting me.
Yeah. She's like, oh, well, you're funny too. I'm like, thanks.
Great. Thanks for the throwaway compliment right there.
But yeah, we just released our second episode, which I think is a lot better than the first one.
Yeah.
Not just because like the first one, it's a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit awkward. You don't really know what, you're just like kind of like, oh hi on your first one, and then on your second one you're just like, fuck it, let's just go for it. You just go for it, don't you? So
yeah, you're just like a bit more open as well, and you're used to the flow of other people, and so I completely understand that. Like that's one of the things. That's why I try and speak to as many different people as possible, so I can just like jump right in and go like straight into flow with whatever, like whoever I'm talking to as well. So it's not just like a bit disjointed when I join in with something, anything like that. So, cool. So you enjoy playing games with others. What kind of games do you enjoy? I guess I know this from before, but you typically will just play games with other people rather than playing games on your own, right?
Yeah. I don't really like single player much.
Oh, okay. That's a bit disappointing. But oh well, what are your favourite games to play multiplayer?
It's really just the typical ones, like Halo or GTA or COD, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes play Mass Effect 3 with some people, but other than that, it's pretty much just, Destiny as well, but like, let's not talk about Destiny.
Why not?
I don't like that game.
Oh, really?
I paid £55 for that game, and I really wish I hadn't.
Oh, okay.
That is a lot of money for not that. I haven't barely played enough of that game to
justify having spent that money on it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, I think it's just cause it's a bit, you've got to do the same stuff over and over again, which I don't really mind, but unless you've got people who are actually good at games with you, then you're just going to fail over and over again, and I'm not typically good at games, so...
Yeah, I really enjoy playing it, but it's just like one of those games, like if there aren't other people around to play it with, then it's a bit difficult to play, but sometimes it's fine, like on my own, especially like just jumping into random multiplayer matches. But,
I'm just the one problem I have with it is I'm not really good at platforming.
There are quite a few platforming elements to it, especially first person as well. It's a bit more difficult.
And because, like when you're going to get a chest, the gold chests tend to be in difficult places. And someone filmed me going for a chest. It took me 10 minutes to get to the chest. And then after that I got triple jump and I was the happiest person in the world.
So you've got like an extra opportunity to save yourself, really.
Yeah. But I'm still bad at platforming. Like, that's probably why I don't really like Assassin's Creed that much, because it's like jumping from roof to roof type of thing, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, I just don't really like that. I just like killing people.
Great. That comes across well.
I'm not a psycho, I promise.
Cool. So, what things do you do when you're not playing games and chatting to people on Rooster Teeth, I guess?
When I'm not playing games or chatting to people, well, basically, I go to college, obviously.
Okay.
I'm in my second year of college at the moment. I should be at university, but I failed my first year, so I had to resit. And I just go get drunk, really, and go to work. That's it. That's my busy lifestyle.
What are you studying at college?
Psychology, sociology, and English literature.
Okay. Have you applied to unis for next year?
Yes, I'm sending my UCAS application off this week.
Ooh.
How exciting!
Where are you applying to?
Edge Hill in Ormskirk. I'm applying to Manchester, Chester, Liverpool, Hope, and I haven't decided on my fifth choice yet. I don't know whether to go like Leeds or Bristol.
Bristol's a bit far.
Which are very different.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I'm thinking more Leeds, but I don't really want to base it around the fact that my best friend's at Leeds Uni, so I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna have to make a decision before Friday.
Yeah. Well, if it's your throwaway choice, you've probably got other things that are higher on the list.
Yeah,
right?
I have.
Yeah. Fair enough. Like, university was huge for me. It's like, oh my god, it changed me entirely. Like, but yeah.
You studied abroad in uni, didn't you?
Well, I studied for 6 months
Singapore,
in Singapore, and it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
it just changed my whole perspective on just everything, really. But the rest of my course was in Southampton, and that was also excellent. But
was it hard though to like transition like into Singapore?
Not really. I found it pretty easy, but I find it pretty easy to just transition and do things on the fly anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty adaptable to how things are, and Singapore was a very, very welcoming place. It's actually like, if I couldn't live in the UK any longer for some mysterious circumstances, I'd really enjoy just living in Singapore with people.
It's nice.
It's a very, very, very nice place, but it can be expensive and it can be.
Isn't chewing gum like illegal there? Is that a thing?
Well, it is illegal for places to sell it, but people buy it in Malaysia and then come back across and have it, but you shouldn't be seen with it, and it's really weird. And there's what is it? There's a fruit called a durian, and it smells absolutely atrocious, and you can get fined for carrying it on the subway or on a bus. And like,
I could imagine, like I wish that was illegal here for like people who smelt to get on the bus. Like, I spend it's like a running joke between people who know me that I spend majority of my life on a bus, and if I could just bam certain people off the bus, I definitely would.
Oh dear. Like,
Especially
why do you
drunks.
spend so much time on the bus? Is it just that's your main way of getting around, I guess?
Yeah, like I can't drive, and learning to drive's too expensive for me at the moment, so it's not really on me schedule at the moment. Yeah. Maybe when I'm like finished uni I'll learn how to drive, but right now it's just not there for me at the moment. So I just spend majority of my time on the bus purely because college is like, I don't know, it depends what time you get on the bus. Like, it's just took me an hour and a half to get home from college on a bus. Like, that normally takes me about 40 minutes. So, it just depends what time you get on the bus, really.
Ah, fair enough. But, yeah. Well, buses are weird.
Yeah, especially, there was a fight on my bus the other night.
Oh, dear.
Someone bit someone else, and the police came and kicked us all off the bus, and there was like blood everywhere. It was a nightmare.
I can imagine. That sounds bloody horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Perks of living in Liverpool.
Great. Liverpool sounds so wonderful to visit.
No, really, you should come. We have the Beatles. Well, we don't anymore, but you know.
You have the Beatles? Yeah, okay. Because they've been there for so long.
Well, you know, 2 of them are dead, but
yeah.
Still come. You can still come.
Totally.
I'm not going to stop you.
Sounds desirable with people biting one another.
That's not all of Liverpool.
No, I can imagine it's not. It's yeah. So, have you been to any of like the Rooster Teeth community meetups, or do you intend to go to any?
Right. I have this I've only recently just got a job. I got a job in April.
Woo-hoo!
So
Jobs.
I didn't have any like money before then, but now I have money. Yay.
Yay.
But I was like too late to go to like the one that like everyone went to in the summer.
RVB UK?
So, yeah. So I missed that. I don't know. Like, I don't know whether I really want to go to RTX, but my problem is I don't like flying, and I'm scared of airports, so I don't want to go on my own.
I'm sure there'll be people going like on the same flights as you, like if you were to go.
I know, but I'm just like I don't know. I'm like, I seem quite a confident person, but
yeah,
I am not like that in real life. In real life, I would be stood there like, please help me, I'm going to cry. I would be like, the person next to me on my flight, I'd be like, can you please hold my hand when we're taking off?
How can you be so different from online to offline? I don't understand the disjoint between the two things.
I honestly have no idea. Like, once I get to know a person, I am exactly like I am now.
Yeah, obviously, but...
But before then, I am completely like, hi, my name's Ellie, nice to meet you. Please don't be mean. That's exactly what I'm like before I get to know someone. I'm not very confident at all. So, yeah, and like a 10-hour flight, well, like not 10 hours, but like 9.5, when you're scared of airports and planes and flying, it's not really great, is it?
No, it doesn't sound wonderful.
So, yeah.
Crazy. Right, I guess we've reached the part in the show where I ask you to ask me anything. So, what do you want to know?
I think you already know what I'm going to ask you first.
Yeah.
Which is, what is the stupidest thing I've ever said to you?
Okay, so we were playing Halo, right? I think it was Halo.
Yeah,
I think you know where I'm going with this. So we were playing Halo, and we were just talking, and Elle was just talking about her plans and everything, and she's like, everything's going to come to fruition. And I was like, what? Because I did not understand what she was saying. Or I understood what she was trying to say, but I wanted her to make sure she understood that she was saying it wrong. So I was like, what did you say? She's like, yeah, my plans are coming to fruition. I'm like, that's not the right word. We were playing with Andy as well, who I've had on before, almost Andy.
Who, like, you know, takes the piss out of me quite a lot.
It's because you do things like this. And so she says fruition one more time. I'm like, I have to stop you. I think the word you're looking for is fruition. She's like, that's it. And I'm just like, oh my god, fruition. And me and Andy are in hysterics for like 5 minutes while playing Halo. We probably lost the game we were playing, or we were in a lobby, and I'm just like, just absolutely losing it. She's like, fruition. I'm just like, no, that's not a real word.
Yeah, so I wrote fruition in my personal statement, and like, you know, that you send off to get yourself into uni.
That's what we were talking about, yeah.
It's such a good job that it's written, and I don't have to actually speak those words to someone, because I would not get into uni. Also, recently, I got a test back that I did in psychology, and she kept circling all the I's that I'd put in explanation. Turns out I've been spelling explanation wrong my entire life. I had no idea until she pointed it out.
Wasn't that word at all.
I was spelling it explain-ation, and she was like, no, Ellie, that's not how it's spelled. And I was like, are you sure? I've been spelling it like that forever.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm a bit stupid.
Sometimes, yeah. That's
Yeah,
the way you
just
come
a little
across.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were thinking of another question?
Oh,
Or no?
I've kind of forgot this one.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm a bit stupid. But I'll, like, go on the fly and just say, what colour are your bed sheets?
Beige, I think.
Oh, that's so boring.
I know it's so boring, but I've changed them for my green patterny ones.
Oh, I like green. Green's my favourite colour.
I want to get some orange ones though, because
Also,
orange is
what's
the
your
best
favourite?
colour.
What's your favourite topping on a pizza?
Like just a regular pizza, or red onions and peppers and sweet corn. Because I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, you're vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm vegetarian.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Always been a vegetarian.
I don't like sweet corn, but I like your pizza choice.
Red
10 out of 10.
onions and peppers. It's delicious.
I like peppers a lot.
Tastes so damn good.
Also, can I ask you another question?
Oh, go for it.
Let's just go out. What brand of shampoo do you use?
I don't know. I use whatever I get, like 2-in-1 shampoo shower gel, so it doesn't.
Boring.
Yeah,
I want you to come out with like something like dead exciting, like Hello Hydration by Herbal Essences, and then I can be like, gay.
No, I don't. I don't know what I've got. I just buy whatever's on offer or cheap, just like because it doesn't bother me. But I do have hand soap that I made in my lab, so like that's at least something that's interesting.
Nerd.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's true. But that's what you get, right? So yeah, let you promote yourself away. Where can we find you on the Rooster Teeth site? Where can we find your podcast? And do you have any other forms of social media that is acceptable to contact you or interact with you on?
Right, let's go. Okay. I am
Ready?
EllDunc.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm EllDunc on the site.
Mm-hmm.
You spell it EllDunc.
It'll be at the beginning of the video and probably in the title of the video as well.
Yeah, but I'm just going to spell it out anyway. I do this actually in my podcast, and everyone's like, Ellie, you don't have to spell it. And I'm like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Just to prove I can spell.
I can't, I promise. I know how to spell my own name. Right, and then you can find our podcast, which is Mini Group Podcast on YouTube. We also have a Twitter, at minigroup_P. Yeah, that's pretty... Oh, you can follow me on Twitter because I'm amazing, obviously.
Obviously.
At DUNC_AN.
Fair enough.
It's like Duncan, but with an underscore in it. Like, how imaginative's that?
Very imaginative.
I'm so
You've
creative.
done so well.
Also, can I just throw out Andrew Blanchard follows me on Twitter. Woo!
Well done, you.
I fancy him.
Oh, great. Well done, you. Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm gonna regret ever saying that in my entire life, but there we go.
Oh well. Right. Well, Ellie, thank you very much for being my guest.
Do you know what? It was lovely.
It's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
Lots of laughter, lots of taking the piss out of me. It was great.
Pretty standard for our interactions, really. But anyway, thank you very much for being my guest, and thank you very much anyone who was listening. Goodbye.